Oh boy. Well, I guess this is it. One way or another, this gets decided today. Ah, Phoenix, look. Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the chief prosecutor's office yesterday. I was told that whatever Mr. White says today will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony. If I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What, does White have the judge in his pocket too? So you say I'm going to be guilty, end of story? I'll do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything. Why? Why? How can you torment an innocent person like this? Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who is guilty and who is innocent. All that I can hope to do is get every defendant declared guilty. So I make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed. Phoenix, you know him? Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix, right? Phoenix. Well, court will be starting soon. What? But wait, your defense attorney isn't here yet. They're not. I'll be defending myself. What? That was her mouth. It looked like an egg was coming out. Okay, let's do this. Oh boy, I can't wait to defend myself and fuck all this up. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor, I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. As the details of the events are already quite clear to the court, today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crimes. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's going to raise an objection about this, I suppose it's me. Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court. Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey, or Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man, and besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. What a fuckface. Hey, he gets to show off and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my... Yes. Oh my god. Your name? Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my... Yes, they do, because I can't fucking read. Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino, whatever. I am the CEO, or to use a more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Did you know the victim, Miss Maya Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel at the night of the murder. Correct, and you witnessed the murder from there? Ahem, why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. White, you may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart, I'm done for. Why do I always feel like it's the end of the world and I'm the last man standing? Ho ho! Shiny! I hope you made your peace with God, Mr. Lawyer. Let him have it, Phoenix. You allowed to be standing next to me? Let's see, it was about 9 o'clock, I believe. I was quietly reading to some papers by the window. Then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I turned and looked at the building across the way. It was then that I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, then it was all over. If things occurred as you testified, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defender. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Problem is, I'm not quite sure where to go from there. Don't know when the night of the murder happened. I'm sure that I was reading some papers by the window, then I heard a bedlam coming from outside. Surprised, I looked at the building across the way, and it was then I saw a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. And it was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. When she too was surprised, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Ran away, but you gave chase. Hold it! Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing exactly what happened. Of course, compadre. Comprende, I understand, Jesus Christ. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. The victim ran to the left and you gave chase. I mean, the only thing different would be that Objection? Wait right there. Mr. Wright, you dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left. But that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated that the victim ran right. Oh, it's a simple. You have misheard her. I think not. And look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim was here. If the victim ran to the left as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Very strange. I did see her run to the left, I did. Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one. True, maybe he really did see the victim run left? So did he really witness the killing? Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain the contradiction of this court? She ran left. If she's watching... Oh boy, I have to think this one for a minute. Yeah, they're both, because if she saw him see the right, that was his left, so both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth, for once. Huh, I doubt it. Rather that does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting accounts. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright, what do you mean? Yes, what do you mean he is not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Time to show the court where Mr. White was standing. Take that! This is where he was. Look, when the victim ran to the door, he would have watched him to the point to where he ran to the left. Jesus, I mumbled that up. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what were you suggesting? Rapscallion. The postulation of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. Oh, you provide us with much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He is laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I've been unclear. For this, I apologize. Mr. Your Honor, might I allow to testify once more? Very well, let's hear your revised testimony. Good luck, you can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. And to the left. Miss May's testimony was correct, and it was as was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That was what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Now I gotta check the reports. Wasn't it just one blow? Assaulted the girl first, she ran to the left, and then you hit her savagely. That's what I saw. Then she ran to the right. Chased her, then delivered the final blow. Hold it! Stop saying it was me. But it was you. So, Wright, if you claim that it was not you, then show us proof. Can I do nothing right? I mean... Objection? Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. What do you have to say to that? Now that's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told the court that you were absolutely perfect? I will refrain from using this phrase from now on. Your Honor, if you could ask the witness for a new testimony. The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. It would take... I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite. Objection! The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically request that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away. Very well. If the witness could care to revise his testimony. Crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White. Mr. White? Okay. Well, I looked at the other window when I heard the thing fall. Then, the moment I saw Miss Maya ran to the left, killer, you attacked her, but she dodged, and then you turned and ran for the door. And then you did it, the single blow. Thwop? What the fuck? That testimony was a mess. Thwop indeed. Very well, you may cross-examination. Mr. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting. Deal with it. This is almost over. God, that was kind of shitty of it. I looked at the other window when I heard that thing. You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? Huh? Oh, that, the glass light stand. Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix, doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah. Yeah, that was odd. I'll press further. Mr. White. Huh, what? Okay, I don't know why it skipped that. Yes? Then change your testimony to reflect that. Sorry, my bad. Yeah, please, revise it so I can fucking... A light stand was lying on the floor when I looked. But now I have this. I can finally use these glass shards. Objection! Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the light stand. What? The stand broke into pieces when it fell. Oof. Just by seeing the broken pieces, you would have no idea it was a light stand. So tell me exactly when it was you saw the stand. Answer the question. Isn't it obvious? I saw the stand before it fell over. So, you saw the stand before the victim was attacked then? Correct, that would be no problemo, right? Big problemo. Because if I recall on the map, you can't see it. What problem is this? Mr. White, let me make sure I have this straight. You saw the glass light stand through the window from the hotel before the incident occurred? Correct, so it's conclusive, definitive, undeniable, impeccable, teachable, whatever. No, it's impossible. You couldn't have seen the stand. What? Why couldn't he? You have proof? I sure do, Your Honor. Person in the hotel could not have seen the stand fall over. Just look, where it broke, where you can see it. Take that! Look at this. Those are the floor plans of the scene of the murder, yes? Correct, Your Honor. Now look. If you were to look through the window of that office, this is the area you'd be able to see. Here, well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White? What do you have to say about that? Ridiculosity? Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could have not seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as a glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen it from is inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Oh, God. Mr. White? Mr. White. You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor. I miss my... Looks like we're about to get our verdict. That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot about Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Shouldn't you confess your crime now? What? I said you should confess your crime. Confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Sir Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like where this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law of Miss Fay. What does this have to do? Your Honor, the question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office and by who? No, you wouldn't. Mr. White, in order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct. Give me a break. Yes, in order to place the wiretap, I reached Fay & Co. law offices when I saw the accursed light stand. Son of a bitch. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what it all means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White could have seen the stand, at the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been at the office well before the murder took place. When he went to the place, the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand there. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright's theory is reeled for baseless conjecture it is. What an asshole. Mr. White! You will testify to court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. I'm not doing so hot here. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the Fay & Co. law offices. Of course I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw the glass light shard. So, this light stand before the night of the incident. So were you able to identify it had fallen over by the sound? I probably fucking butchered what I just read. Correct, that is right. I see very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine. What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix. You've been helpful, sitting right by my side. Damn it, there's nothing for me to press about. Oh well, maybe if you rattle enough I can bluff something out of him. Why did you tap Maya's phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Blue Corp is a detective agency, of course. We have a responsibility to protect clients' confidentiality. Why did you notice something as insinuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Damn it, there's nothing that I'm impressive on. Well, hold it. Do you have proof? Sabre made new details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. Proves the wiretap was placed before the murder. Huh, right. Was it really you that went into the office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Faye & Co. law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. And if I know Edgeworth, he already run a check on those prints. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the offices. Uh-oh, don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I mean, I got nothing. As far as you go, Mr. Wright, the time has come for you to meet your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. Can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright, are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor. Phoenix, over here. I know that voice. Yeah. Never give up, Phoenix. Mia, Maya, whatever. Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake. Jack! She's like, goodbye. Hey, Phoenix! Jack, that's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. That's a little odd. Why does her chest have to expand? Didn't you know that Fey women have strong psychic powers? When you were accepted your defeat in court, it appears that it was enough of a shock to awaken their true powers. So, if she's channeling you? That's right. I am Maya, but I'm also Maya, or whatever. Maya, fucking something words that I'll pronounce. Never gave up. You can't either. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now listen, you've already won, huh? You have that receipt in the court records, right? Oh yeah, the one where you wrote her name on it? Phoenix White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000, wow, big spender. Item. Glass light stand? I mean, I remember it saying it was a receipt, but we were focused on the blood. September 4th. September 4th, that's right, Phoenix. I brought that stand the day before I was killed. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. Said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent now, just go have to prove it. Right. Alright, now we got this receipt. I like how now she has boobs. What the fuck happened? Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant rather... Are you all right, Mr. Wright? Yes, sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now. Then, let's start where we left off. Your Honor, there is nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. White is finished. All that required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright. Your Honor, please give me one more chance. I promise you this will be the last time I ask you. But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any opinion on this matter? I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance. I thought he was going to say last right. Very well. You may begin your cross-examination. Now we just press him again. Objection! Look closely at this. See the word, whatever, written in blood? Haha, you're grasping. I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt. That other side? Your Honor, would you tell the court what is written on the other side of that receipt? Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase, why, that's the day before the murder. You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered Fey & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there. Oh, God. Well, Mr. White? Can't get out of this one, can you? No, it's impossible achievable. Uh-oh, he's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances. Very well. He looks so stoned. So, then that is all for the trial of... Objection! Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. What? No way he can worm his way out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth. There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry on this matter. It's going to be one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong this trial any further. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether the new claims have made basis in factual evidence. I see. Objection denied. What? Completion of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will postpone until tomorrow. No, there was no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. After he showed up and helped me and all. Now he's sparkling again. May I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time. The witness will stay. Phoenix, read this note out loud. Your Honor, if I may, you're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright. Bet I am. My life is riding on this one. I have something I'd like to read to the court. The memo she had given me was a list of names. Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist, halt! Please stop, make him stop. However, how did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I confess. I did, I killed her, I hit her with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. I don't know what happened. It's like, it's not even me. Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again! It's quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright, not guilty. Confetti. This man's going to trial, or going to jail for murder. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations, you're lucky. You're lucky I was born a Fae. I'm lucky I had both you and her on my side, your sister. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me and my sister. I won't forget it as long as I live. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Her powers are still weak. I cannot stay here that long. What? No, there's still so much to say. Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! Hehe, I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix, can you come to the office tonight, say 9 o'clock? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Now the cops sit there like, what the fuck's wrong with him? That's just the sister. Being here, it's hard not to think about that night. You came! I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then, I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? You should see your face. What are you talking about? It's me! What, did I look like my sister? Look like you were her! I might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Wait, why are you here? Because of this! See? Aya wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of? Huh. She means the office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright and Co. law offices, right? Who better about me but me? Wait, no, on second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick! Here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. I said that was your name. It's the name Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. It's all moving so fast. You know, when I think about it, it was May's fault I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Wright and Co. law offices. It's got a good ring to it. Yeah, thanks. It's a ghost! Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here watching. Right. Okay, Nick, let's do it. Huh? Do what? Burgers, dummy, burgers. There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, time's a-wasting. I wore a suit. I don't know why I don't wear anything casual. The end. We have solved this case. Next time on whatever. Oh, God, the Turnabout Samurai. No, I don't want to start it now, I hope. Oh, God, just save. I don't want to start it.